and welcome to Experiment Lab, the daily show with JK. I'm JK, your host. Today, I'm not going to say that. Happy Thanksgiving Day. And that's a controversy. It has always been like that. And some people who celebrate that, like they have a get together with the family, and it's a holiday, right? So everybody is kind of off today, and we can literally see that in our email chains and also our teammates, right? Everybody wants a holiday, so everybody is off today. So I don't think like we will have much activity, but we did plan something special, right, to run through those interviews and also broadcast some interesting news on what's happening. So that is what I'm going to do today. We might get a surprise visit by our teammates, but I'm not still sure. So we will go with that and we'll start with the interview. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Were you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking.
Good night.
What do you want to prefer? What do you prefer, like Shiva Shankar or Manikandan?
Yeah, that's fine. You can call me Mani. Shiva.
Okay, great. Hi, Touch.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Doing good, Utkarsh. How are you?
Good.
Good, yeah. Great. Thank you so much for jumping on the camera. Hey, Ram.
Hey, hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, louder.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, so Manik, let me just start, right? So my name is Ram. I work as a service delivery manager for HCL, and we have this particular position is for Google. So Utkarsh might have explained to you, right? So we are looking to hire a person who can work with this VMS app, right? So we have Coupa. I'm not sure, if you have heard about Coupa tool. Did you?
I heard it, but I haven't used it.
Yeah, but similar tool you have used, right? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your location, by the way?
I'm currently in San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. Okay, good. Fine. So I'm based out in Austin, Leander. So that's fine. So going I have Vinay, who is already on the team working for a couple of years. So we had this requirement very quick, right? So how soon you are available in case everything goes well, for example?
Yeah, I'm available in 2 weeks. The usual
2 weeks, okay. Sure. So, Vinay, over to you, Vinay. So we need to ask around, he don't have Coupa knowledge, but around similar functionality, right? Some tools he might have used. We need to see if he will be able to, the workflow that he has worked on, right, on that tool, we need to see how we can leverage him for Coupa, right? So you can go ahead. I will be on mute for some time, and then last 5 minutes, I'll jump back in. Okay,
sure.
Thank you, Vinay.
Great. Mani, yeah, nice meeting you for the first time. And my name is Vinay. I am the team lead for the offshore team who handle the business analyst, the VMS business analyst. So I'm sure that you already heard about the VMS, like vendor management system.
Yes.
Have you? Okay. So do you have any idea on it?
Yeah, different functionalities can be used, right? So we do have like different kind of vendor management tools, like to onboard third-party vendors and also manages the resources. And similarly, like I've used in the past, like with other tools, right? Even with the project management tool, CAPPM, and
Perfect. Perfect. You're almost there over there. So let you know that you had a knowledge about the VMS tool. Would you mind to walk through your profile?
yeah, sure. Again, thank you guys. Like, thank you for taking the time and giving me this. Well, surprise. I have to stop in between. Amar has joined. Amar never leaves me alone.
Right. Hi, Jakin. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am Amar. Although I'm not feeling good, feeling some problem in my throat, and my throat short maybe. Cannot speak well. Mm,
That's
but-
fine. Again, let's look into the some of the history of Thanksgiving. We all know that today is Thanksgiving, and
Right.
there is a controversy over that. Like, I don't know whether you know about it or not. Uh, I am not going into those things. Again, it is like how Native American have been treated, right? So there was a controversy on that, like, and it was like observed as a national memorial day or something by them. So though it's a national holiday, everybody celebrates that with the family and having that big turkey, and it's kind of a festivity mood. And we will talk about it like more, but as long as our experiment goes, it's kind of a dead end today, right? We all know that like no activity will be there. I just wanted like to show that as well. Um, and maybe we can talk about like what it means for you.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. First time I informed you that this day is celebrating. So is it for everyone or just for some special people who are
No, this is more of a tradition, right? So again, some people follow this. If you look at it, like it's even in the Google, right? Thanksgiving doodle is there. If
so
you click,
it's not a religious issue, right?
it's not a religious thing, right? It's historically, it's like how the Europeans in the 16th century came here and kind of took over or killed the Native Americans or dominated them, whatever you can say, right? There was conflict, right? Anywhere, like anyone comes new, there will be a resistance from people from the existing place. That's what we are even talking about even today, right? So with regard to immigrants or even for non-immigrants, people who come and visit, how they are being treated and all those issues, we are addressing it. And that's part of our experiment as well, to reveal those social injustices in the society. In all the countries all over the world, this is the norm. There is no exception on that. But this one has a long history of more than 300 years, and how it turned into a different kind of celebration. That's where like some people, when they look back at the history, they feel that like this is not justice, and killing a lot of Native Americans and taking their land and claiming that like you are having this Thanksgiving festival, right? It is like kind of trying to bring or not just remember, but making a bridge and saying that like thanks to the other person and treating them in a fair manner, having the dinner. So those are the things like that is many people take the positives and leave the other things, that bad things that happen. but still the pain will be there, like for people who feel that like their ancestors and their tradition was spoiled and they were marginalized, right? Even to today, like they don't have much opportunities or they are being discriminated. That is where like the struggle comes in. But let's see, like again, right? So I was talking about various topics, but when it comes to the corporates, right, our main focus on the show is like on the corporates. Even corporates have this concept called corporate social responsibility, and they do donate like a large sum of money, like to even political campaigns or even to non-profits, and to support good mission and show it like that we are doing good. Is that a real? That is something like we have to find it, and we need to see like if that can be validated. So let me share that, right? Again, I wanted to play out like the removed content. Again, I don't want the same thing happening here. And you can see literally one email alone. Usually we will get like at least 15 to 20 emails every day, but this guy like decided to even work on a holiday and he just sent an email.
Oh, it's unbelievable that only one mail is coming this day, right? For
Yeah.
net profile.
Yep. Yes, that's a surprise thing, right? So we just wanted to share that and show that it is happening there. And also, as we repeated, like the exclusive content, we have been talking about it a long time. Now, the removed content has been edited and we have recovered some of it. So those things will be published again, but exclusively only for members. I'll try to upload that today and make it member only, so that people who have become a member of our channel can view those content. So that is the special Thanksgiving that we are providing to our audience, and also more that is coming up, like in terms of what is the benefit of becoming a member and how they can volunteer with us, or how they can get paid for volunteering with us, how they can do the experiment with us. So those things are coming soon. That's one thing I wanted to bring it up. But again, for this email, right? So even if we try to reply to him, like let's say like I'm replying right now, and you can see that like there won't be any response, right? Or usually there will be a call, but I don't think anyone is going to call. Even within the daily calls, like we were not able to get anyone calling in, right? So today
Right.
being a holiday, definitely we won't be getting a call, but let's test that out, right? If someone is going to call or not, we'll keep the line open and also see like if anyone is going to call till the next 15 minutes. So I thought like today there won't be much activity, so I wanted to play out the Google interview that happened. It was a short one.
Mhm.
Still you joined, so I thought like, okay, let's take a break and post that as well to the member only content.
So
The
one
full-
question for Thanksgiving Day, that is Thanksgiving always on 26th November, or it changes sometimes?
It's kind of again, it's not 26. The date is not fixed here, right? Just like for Christmas or other things, right? So here the beauty is like they just go by the third week of November, right? And
Oh.
even that is one thing like I wanted to share. The national how do I say, like Native American month is being celebrated as November. So that was a long history, right? So this is mostly like a national holiday for both the United States and Canada. And it originated as a harvesting, celebrating the harvest and remembering the past year, right? So how the year went. So it's like a harvest feast. Mainly it was shared in the 16th century, like by the English colonists, right? So who traveled here, like we all know that, like how Columbus discovered America. It's not a discovery, right? It was already there. So just for the Americans and for the English people who wanted to travel to other countries and spread their religion or explore trade, and mainly trade, right? And grab more land and dominate as king, right? To rule the world. That is how like it all happened. So I don't want like to bore with our audience, like saying the history of it, and we all know that, and it's like public information, it's out there and people can read that. So that's not a big deal.
Sure.
Main focus is like, I would say, like it should not be a one-sided thing. People have to remember the history, and it is always like the people, the winners, like who write the history, and they just write it in their own favor. So that's why like people say like why the true story doesn't come out, right? Truth is always hidden, and the true story behind even the Thanksgiving is a bloody one, and it's not a fancy one like as it is being taught in the kindergarten in schools, saying that like we welcomed the Native Americans and had a cultural feast or get together and get to know those kind of things. That didn't actually happen.
All right, then you can play out the interview. Then we'll discuss.
Yeah, I will play that in a short while. Opportunity, it's nice, and you can we do help me a lot to realize.
That's right. It's all about people management and project management at the same time. So yeah, good one. And yeah, I see that you are a certified Scrum Master and you have knowledge in various extensive technologies like waterfall, agile, and you've been to different kind of industry, of course. I mean, the same profile. So how do you think you might fit this position in VMS?
Again, working on multicultural, though I come from the current project in the backlog.
In chat, one.
Okay.
Should you get it or do you want me to repeat?
Yes, the day before yesterday, Chris was 7 years old. Next year, he will turn 10. How is this possible? Oh, this logic.
You can use pen and paper if you want.
I did remember this one. So this is a question of right or wrong, or what kind of answer?
How is it possible? I mean, when is the birthday of Chris, which justifies all these three conditions, like his 7 years old day before yesterday, and then turn 10 in the next year. So.
It's just logical. Just think through how it is possible.
Yeah, it is possible, but then in terms of day before yesterday, if he is 7 and his birthday is yesterday, he will be 8, and then the next year he will turn 10, right? So next year he will be 9, and then he will turn 10 the following year. So that way, it becomes.
Yes, you're almost there. And one last question. Just bring over here. Yep, what goes up and down but still remains in the same place?
Goes up and down, but still remains in the same place. Yes, that's funny. I think I have. Yeah, little. Yeah, I heard this. That's why I smiled for that.
That's okay. It will be not considered you. We just wanna see how you think, right? It is obviously after many years, it is a little tricky, but still we just try to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is more crucial, right? So I remember we do have these kind of funds during this sprint retrospective.
Yeah.
And
No problem. Don't stress yourself.
is it pendulum, or can I know the answer?
The staircase.
Staircase. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Can I take over if you are okay?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Manish. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Yes, Ram.
Yeah. So a few more things from my end, right? So Manik, consider any tool, right? So for example, we are working on a Coupa tool, right? It's a smart track tool where onboarding, offboarding, then there will be a lot of work packages, project kit assigned, all those things will be coming in picture, right? Looking at your experience, you have this different tools experience and you have kind of past experience. I think this is a support kind of role, right? So how have you ever done any support work in your 15 years or whatever experience you had, resolving tickets or promptly respond to the end users with their issues after resolution, that's something this role is about. Have you done anything like that? Changes happen, so this all tickets gets in your queue all day long, obviously for 8 hours. We do have offshore team, Vinay is an offshore right now. We have onshore team as well. So how are you comfortable doing that? There will be very little time out of your 8 hours that you may get it, right? There might be some hours where there are, we do have SLAs, right? So if there are given, we have to resolve it as early as possible, like that. And then one more thing is right now you are in San Antonio. What is your situation? You probably have a house there, is it?
Yes, I do, and I do, right? So I travel to Austin when I was in HPE, and
that's why I am coming there, because actually Google wanted everyone to be in the office, right? So that is a norm coming up, right? There is a possibility of hybrid, but it is still not a confirmed process. But I see that there will be hybrid, right? There will be 2-3 days in office and 2 days from home, something like that, right? Since you are in San Antonio, I can push for if everything goes well, obviously, right? I need to go back and see. We are still interviewing other candidates as well, but I'm just giving the heads up, right, upfront. So are you okay if you get selected, for example, are you okay to travel to Austin, right? Basically, it is in Palmer Lane, Cedar Park. I don't know if you are aware.
Yes.
So it's ending.
It is ending. I have noticed period. That's why I started looking for.
Yeah. So we if everything goes well, we need to rush little bit because there is a hiring freeze coming up, right? So if it didn't happen, it will not happen. Beyond November, if we go, that will be straightforward January, and I cannot assure you that position will remain that time as well. That's how it is.
If you want, I can make myself available by next Monday.
Yeah, let me see. Let me go back and I'll come back, right? So Utkarsh will call you, obviously, but I'm going to talk to Utkarsh, Vinay, and then a few more of my management, and let me come back to you. Okay?
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Ram.
Thank you for your time. Vinay, you may stay here, and then we'll talk. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Good day, guys.
Have a nice
Bye.
day. All the very best.
So that's how it ended.
Mhm.
So we can see that like this was not a full-fledged interview, but then they did like a couple of rounds quickly back and forth saying that like the holidays are coming and the recruitment freeze is happening, and also all the companies are laying off and firing people. So it's tough, like even for us, like to do the experiment and get into projects, or for that matter, like to retain in the same project. That is also crucial. And how mainly what we are trying to expose here is like how the corporates are inhumanly treating people, randomly hiring and firing without any basis, right? So that is being over and over again being proven and validated by us. And the problem here is like why this cannot be stopped is like the legal agencies, right? The prosecuting agencies or uh, the supporting agencies who have to support the labor force in different cities and different states. The Department of Labor's, those units don't take strong measures or actions against these companies. That is the main reason why this is kind of continuing, and it is being hijacked by different companies, and they just come up with different models, right? And there is
Right.
nothing wrong in being like on-site and offshore, those models, right? As we see that in this interview itself, right? A couple of folks like who are in the offshore, they have been interviewing people in the onshore, and they do the hiring from the offshore. So that is also there like for us like to understand. So all these secrets doesn't come to the public forum, and that's where like we have this exclusive Experiment Lab channel, and we do this and talk about it on the daily show. And hopefully from the coming weeks, coming days, we will try to invite few new people and also partner with others and have some real question and answer sessions in our talk shows and talk to the experts.
So one thing, JK, what's what's your message for the new DMs, that why they will come to this channel, I mean Experiment Lab channel, and watch those videos? Just for the new audience, what's your message?
Yes, for the new audience, right? So it will be a puzzle, it will be a mystery. Some people will not be interested, they will not understand what's happening here. So we have to fine tune and make it clear. So the message is simple. We are experimenting it. We are trying to reveal the social injustices. And also based on true story, we are experimenting these factors. So if that interests you, continue to watch us. And if you want to get opportunities and you want to work with us, you can definitely join us. So that is also there. So nowadays, like people look for various opportunities in different places, right? And nobody would think that like, oh, watching a YouTube channel will get me a job or uh, give me some opportunity to work in nonprofit and become a volunteer, right? Many students like they do volunteering, and through volunteer they can, how do I say, like they can get some credits, right? They can apply for college credits, or they can put that in their resume saying that like I volunteered in this organization. So those benefits are there like for anyone who watches our channel, and that's where like we are opening up the doors for everyone to join us as a member and also join hands with us. You can be part of our team, and that's one thing like I like to explore more. And hopefully in the next week we'll have new team members joining us and also doing the show more creatively, fun oriented approach in fighting this
Right.
cause, right? Again, I'm going blank, right? What are we fighting here, right? We are fighting against individual freedom and also human rights, exposing the corporate scams and crimes. That's all for today. I think again, we can talk more in the coming days.
Sure.
We'll wrap up today. Bye for now.
Bye.